This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson. I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysii. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly
Fine. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with me?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring.
I didn't say...
Castorus, you've been giggling for quite some time.
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being...
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated... Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your
So it's a good thing I came prepared. My aspiration...
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain...
I've read all of Amphoreus' almost every epic.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary hero...
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet what about the Day Thunder Knight's found? Her brilliance had become as blind. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming, I wish not to return to include a footnote for the every... I'm getting embarrassed, but my beliefs have never... Denny! What are you doing here? You guessed it. To reach Aquilah's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. Good, Ika. Well... Ah. Oh? Could it be that you too have some... No, I... Since we've already met up, why don't you... That's the dependable express guard for you. The chroma coffer is vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor. This is the divine object of the Sky People. The chroma. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Sky Folk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirit. Only after this can the chosen Sky. Very prudent. For the soul of an ancestor slumbers here. I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. Ancestor, please.
Who has a...
It's Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People. You are Lord Crispus, aren't you?
So, our bloodline and duty have
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope for the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieve...
Perfect. Hyacinthia, you look very young. How can you convince me that this...
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest. Amphoreus is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving. I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky. I desire to define the mission of the sky.
I sense resilience in your words. Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is said to rest in the vortex of Genesis. Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny. That makes sense. Bagusa was always since you're offering, then let... Got it. I'm... The vortex of Genesis. But this does feel... Wait, is Lady Treeby...
Oh, I think... Do you have to go already? It's been ages since you were last in Akama.
That's all right, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Besides, your prize student gave me...
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're...
You really spoil it.
Syphie,
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, Big Sis Treby.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's so. You're from...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected.
Don't judge a book by its cover,
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Seliosi from 1,000 years ago.
All this talk about you've got to look out for yourself, girl.
Siphy cracking
Anyway, good luck, Miss Hyacinth.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. Well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Cinny? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and